All right, let's get right to your weather from BCN's Weather Center today. We've got some cloud coverage across the northern Bahamas, and we got some wet streets over central and southern Abaco this morning. We've got a trough that's down across Governor's Harbor, and it's going to be continuing to move south, southeast. Frontal boundary as well is going to be exiting the area, and as we go into the weekend, the winds are going to gradually increase beginning tonight. We've got also tropical depression number 19. Look at this, folks, in the Caribbean Sea, producing quite a bit of showers and thunderstorms over Jamaica and into the Cayman Islands and parts of Cuba. We'll talk to you a little bit about this particular system when we look at our tropical hurricane update, tropical update. Here, what you see in the Central Caribbean here is the cloud coverage, infrared cloud tops from that tropical depression 19. And some of this stuff is filtering and interacting with the trough that's southeast of the Abacos. A trough line, some prefrontal activities over Cat Island and Long Island and down to Ragged Island, and the Georgetown is also getting some showers down there. Mr. Hart, Everett Hart, and Lee, you're getting some showers down there in Georgetown this morning as you look at this coverage that extends from North Cat Island all the way down to just the tip of Auckland, where the area of showers. This trough, what you have, is what brought the severe weather in Nassau early yesterday evening that they were concerned about. We'll take a look at the rain. Some showers just to the southwest of the Berries, between the Berries and also Bimini. Some showers south of Grand Bahama. 1 or 2 light showers over the southern part of Abaco, and some more showers, more intense down beyond Cat Island and over the Exuma chain. Let's take a look at your forecast for today as we look for north winds 10 knots, 10 north-northeast, 10 knots north-northeast, 10 knots up and down behind that trough, but the southeast is 10 to 15 knots southeast to south. Now, that's what you've got today, but that's going to gradually change as we get into tomorrow. You'll see some winds increasing once these systems would have gone through. Take a look at the tropical update for you at this late in October, 21st day. We're still talking tropical depressions, tropical storm. Look at this. Number 19, just in Central America, between Central America and Jamaica and Cayman Islands. It's again expected to develop into something, but nothing like a category 2 or 3. If it does, it might turn into a category 1 at best. Forecasters are expecting this thing to meander for a few days and then make its way down towards the west by Sunday morning. There is some conflict with regards to the forecast models. Some of them are calling for it to stay in the Central America area. Others calling for it to come up over the Florida area. It's still, the jury is still out on that as this storm is, again, pretty much a rainmaker. Quite a bit of showers and thunderstorms. You can see it over Jamaica and into the Cayman Islands. They got theirs yesterday. Jamaica, the western tip, Montego Bay, really getting hammered down there. You folks familiar with the White House and down to the western tip of Jamaica and Ocho Rios, they're getting some pretty heavy-duty showers and thunderstorms associated with tropical depression number 19. Now, here's what we tell you about what's happening with this. You've got a few areas where they're forecasting it to go, some of them going west there, others bringing it up over Florida. So that's one that we'll be watching for you over the next couple of days. There you see that one brings it up over the central Florida. But most of the models are forecasting this storm to go over the Yucatan Peninsula. For tomorrow, the trough would have gone by. We have a stationary front that's over the Atlanta area, Georgia, southern Georgia, and we expect the high pressure to move in, high pressure to the north. We've got the frontal system and a trough down south. You can see the trough line just to the south. So we're between those systems, and the winds will begin to increase. All right, tomorrow, starting out the day, 10 to 15 knots from the north-northeast. And by evening, they'll be increasing 15 to 20 knots over the entire area tomorrow evening and into, looks like Saturday and Sunday. Look at 15 to 20 knots north-northeast. So we're going to pull back on the earlier forecast a couple of days ago about boating for the weekend. It will be choppy as you get into the weekend with 15 to 20 knots. Coming across on the ferry from Nassau to Sandy Point, it's not as bad as it has been on some of the rides. You get a chop coming across, but it'll be a good ride. Saturday, 15 to 20 knots, north-northeast, up and down the coast of the Bahamas. For your boating forecast, look for these seas to build 1 to 2 foot seas offshore. The winds will be from the north-northeast, 10 knots. Pretty nice across the Abacos for today and into this evening. But again, things begin to change somewhat. They'll begin to change as we get into tomorrow. For today, take your best shot at your boating. You'll enjoy it. If you can get out there, you don't have the day to work. It'll be nice. North-northeast, 10 knots. Whale Key should be okay, passable. Southern Bahamas, 10 to 15 knots for your boating. 3 to 5 foot seas in the Southern Bahamas. Now, if you enjoy fishing off the rocks, this evening's a good night for you to do so. Tides are getting higher as we get into the weekend. So find your favorite spot, get some of that conch slop. I'm Bahamian, so I can say that. And just do your bait up, and you'll get some good fish biting. Got a friend of mine got a good snapper. I was surprised that you get mutton fish this late, but there's 1 or 2 of those still coming into the shoreline once you got the right bait. 7:57 high tides tonight, low at 2:08 this afternoon. We had a high tide earlier this morning at 7:43. That's a look at your weather from BCN's Weather Center, and we will be updating this and loading it to the Abaco Disaster Committee's webpage. Just Google Abaco Disaster Committee on the Google search, and you will be able to upload from our YouTube the weather. So if you folks in the resorts, you have guests that want to find out what the weather's like, what's the forecast like, they can go on that website. We update that about 10 o'clock every morning.